All right, so I was asked to record a training that is going to explain to Agara ambassadors why it is so important to either join with or to upgrade to either the Ruby or Emerald pack, and ultimately how much money you're losing if you are going to quote unquote work your way up through the ranks and not just give yourself that instant promotion. Let me first go ahead and show you some real world examples. One example from this person's back office, and you're gonna see that in their first week in the business, they were just a brand new ambassador. They made $50, right? Well, as you should know, in the compensation plan, as a new ambassador or as a bronze who is qualified to earn cycle commissions, you're only making $5 a cycle. And actually in this example, it looks like this person was promoted to silver because the maximum that you can make per week as a bronze is only $20 in cycles. Now the most you can make as a silver is 50, so that's the maximum. So if you cycle 5 times $10, you made 50 bucks. So that's what happened here. This person actually was a silver and they cycled 5 times and made $50. The challenge with that is that there could have been more cycles that would have been paid out, as you can see here, but they were not eligible based on their rank. Now the good news is that if that happens to you, you're not actually losing the volume. The volume is going to stay banked in your account, and as soon as you are eligible, then you will start getting paid on those cycles and make that money over time. But you can see what the limit here is at the rank of silver. The most you're ever gonna make per week in binary cycles is $50 a week. And you're only getting $10 per cycle. Now, when you do rank up to gold, and by the way, I'll show you where to look, where to find this document in just a minute. And I'm also gonna show you how to move up these ranks in just a second as well. But as a gold, you're still only getting $10 a cycle, and you have increased your max cycle per week. Now you can make up to $150 a week, not bad. As a platinum, this is when you've bumped up to $15 per cycle. You can make up to $300 per week. And this is the sweet spot, Ruby. As a Ruby, you are maxing out. You're maxed. The most you can make per cycle is $20, and you get that as a Ruby. You're also now up to $600 a week. So my first question for everyone who's watching this is, if you work your way up through these ranks, which could take, it could take a week, it could take a month, it could take 2 or 3 months. It just depends on how fast you are moving through these ranks. In the process of working up these ranks, look how much smaller your pay is through these ranks on your cycles. You're essentially leaving money on the table, and you're gonna make a lot less commission on all of these cycles on your way from bronze to silver to gold to platinum until you finally hit the rank of Ruby. So wouldn't it make more sense that from day one, from the moment you start building this business, that you're going to be maxed out at $20 a cycle? Of course it makes sense. And then the highest rank that you can actually basically promote yourself to is the rank of Emerald. And that is with our Emerald pack. And that Emerald pack is going to, obviously still pay you $20 a cycle, but this is the big one. You can now get paid up to $1,000 a week in binary pay. Now there's 2 other very important reasons why you would want to get to the rank of Ruby immediately and not just wait or not, work your way up to it, is because of matching bonuses. And until you are at the rank of Ruby, you do not qualify for any matching bonuses. If you're not familiar with what this is, it's very simple. This allows you to earn a match on the binary pay. This is only on the binary pay of the people that you have referred. And it's unlimited. So this where it says level 1, this is not left leg, right leg. Everyone that you personally enroll is on your level 1. So if you've sponsored 10 people, you can get a 10% match on whatever those 10 people make from their binary every week. But if you're not at the rank of Ruby, you get no matching bonuses. Now here's another huge reason why I would consider going straight to Emerald, because not only do you get a 10% match on all of your personals, you also get a 10% match on all of their personals. So for example, if you've sponsored 10 people and those 10 each sponsored 2, then you now have 20 people that are on your second level, and you get a 10% match on whatever those 20 people make in their binary. And these are unlimited. You could have 100 people. If you sponsored 100 people that you're getting a 10% match on, if those 100 each referred 2, that's 200 people on your second level that you can get a 10% match on. But if you are not at the rank of Ruby or Emerald, you're getting 0. Now let me go back here and just show you what happened. So this was this person's first week in the business, and at the rank of Silver, they were capped out at 5 cycles at $10 per cycle, so $50 for the week. Their second week in the business, look what happened. Same thing. They capped out at the rank of Silver, getting 5 cycles for the week, $10 per cycle, $50 binary commission. Now here's where the magic started to happen, because, and the reason why I'm showing you this example is because this person did not upgrade until their third week. And they upgraded to the rank of Emerald by purchasing the upgraded Emerald pack. And as soon as they did that, look what happened. Bam. The binary cycle increased to the maximum, which is $20 per cycle. And they had 27 cycles. So 27 times 20 is $540. So my question is, do you want to do what this person did and work your way up and only get $50 a week in commissions in cycles? Or do you want to accelerate and literally 10 times it's literally double what you're making per cycle. So this is going to allow you to make much more, much faster, accelerating your ability to get paid a lot more in binary pay, as well as the matching bonuses that I was telling you. Notice their very first binary check match was $161. If you are not at the rank of at least Ruby, this would be 0. And guess what? You don't ever get that money. This money does not bank. It does not save. If you have people that you've referred and they are getting binary checks every week, if you are not at the rank of Ruby, you get a 0 match. And that goes, you don't ever get that money. Right here on the binary matching bonus, we just talked about that. You've got to be at the rank of Ruby to start getting matching bonuses. So as soon as this person purchased the upgraded Emerald pack, they then immediately started unlocking these binary payouts, these binary matching commissions on people that they have referred. And because they went straight to Emerald, they were not just getting 10% on their personals, they were also getting paid a match on their personals. Now here's where it starts to get wild, because this person, their very next week, this was actually their 4th week in the business, they were able to also refer 3 other people to do the Emerald pack or upgrade to the Emerald pack. And that promoted them, as you can see here, to Sapphire. And their 4th week in the business, look at the binary pay, $1,740 for the week. And again, there's that binary check match. And if you are not at least at the rank of Ruby, this money would be 0 and you would never get that money. So don't leave money on the table. You want to get yourself upgraded to at least the rank of Ruby so that you can unlock matching bonuses and so that you can maximize your cycle pay and get the most per cycle at $20 as a Ruby. All right, so here's another reason why you should definitely consider either joining with or upgrading to at least the Ruby package because of the global builder pool. This is a monthly pool, and they put 1% of the total worldwide volume in this pool, and they divide it amongst all the qualified ambassadors who have shares in the pool. So how do you get a share? You are personally enrolling 3 new ambassadors during the calendar month, and they're joining with at least that Ruby package. That's 700 in volume. And when you do that, you get 1 share. Well, does that mean you yourself have to be a Ruby? No, technically you don't. But guess what? if you are a ruby or emerald, it is going to then naturally encourage your new ambassador who's joining to also do what you did, right? If you join with ruby or emerald, there's a much greater chance that your new enrollments are going to also join with ruby and emerald. And when you enroll 3 during the calendar month with at least the ruby pack, you're going to get a share in this company bonus pool. That's huge. Remember, this is based on a calendar month. Getting those 3 new enrollments during the calendar month, joining with either ruby or emerald packs, or any combination. Just has to be at least the ruby packs. And this is every month. So this is something that you want to be, putting on your goal card for each month, that, every month you want to enroll at least 3 new people with that ruby or emerald pack so that you can get a share in this pool. Now, if you're really aggressive, you can get more shares. If you get 6, you get 2 shares. If you get 9, you get 3 shares. Now, if you do not purchase the ruby or emerald pack or upgrade, so if you joined with 1 or 2 bags, all you need to do is simply log into your back office, click on shop, and then you can upgrade to ruby or emerald. The ruby would be the 12x and the emerald is the 24x. And you don't have to purchase 12 if you already purchased 1 or 2. You're just going to purchase the difference. Same thing with emerald. You're not buying 24. If you already bought 1 or 2 bags, you would just be paying for the difference. And you'll see those options when you go to make your purchase. I would definitely encourage for you, if you're watching this, that if you're currently not at ruby or emerald, that you make that upgrade right away for all the reasons that we've talked about in this video. Now, the other option is you can work your way up, and that is what this person did, that we showed these examples, and you can see how much money they, really lost and how much more they would have made had they simply joined with ruby or emerald. Now, the way that you work your way up the ranks, number 1 is you have to personally enroll 2 active ambassadors. That gets you to bronze. You're not really even at that first rank yet, right? The first rank, when you look at getting cycles, bronze is that first rank, but you're only getting $5 a cycle. So you really don't want to be bronze for very long, but maybe a day or 2. You want to get yourself up these ranks fast. So if you are going to work your way up to get to silver, and now you get $10 a cycle, you need to personally enroll 2 bronze. And you can see the volume requirements here. This means that you have 500 in volume on both your left and right leg. And you've got at least 100 of that volume is coming from your enroller volume. What enroller volume means is that that's from your people and everything they do through infinite levels. When you see these bigger numbers here, some of this volume can come from spillover. So if you have like a team leg, or you have a power leg as they call it, and you're getting some spillover down one of your legs, that is where this number comes in, because some of that spillover can count towards this number here, but you would still need to have the other number on the other leg. Now, when you look at this section here where it says how many people you have to personally enroll, it doesn't matter what leg they're in. You could actually have these people all in one leg. When we're talking binary, left leg, right leg, you could have all 3 platinums on your left leg or all 3 platinums on your right leg. That doesn't matter. You just have to personally enroll 3 platinums and meet these volume requirements. That is how you'd have to work your way up to the rank of ruby. Now, working your way up to emerald, very similar. You have to have 3 personally enrolled rubies. And those 3 rubies could have, by the way, purchased a ruby pack, and that will count for your 3 rubies. But you also have to have the volume requirements that you see here, and we just explained how that works just a second ago. Or you could literally immediately promote yourself to ruby or emerald by doing the volume yourself. By simply purchasing or upgrading to the ruby pack, you're instantly ruby. By purchasing or upgrading the emerald pack, you are instantly emerald. Highly, highly recommend you do that for all the reasons that we've mentioned in this video if you want to maximize your commissions and not leave money on the table. All right, now where do you find the compensation plan document? You want to go to our team website. It's agarainfo.com/team. You're going to scroll down and you're going to look for this right here. It says download the comp plan. When you click on this link, That is going to take you straight to the corporate page. And from here, you see view compensation plan document. When you click on that, it will take you directly to the comp plan. Make sure that you're always looking at the most current one because they do get updated every once in a while. Now, you can also find this in your back office. Simply go to resources right inside of your Agara back office. Click here on Visit Support Center. You're just going to scroll down and you're going to see where it says Agara Compensation Plan Training. If you click on that, you will get a presentation here. You can also then go over here to the right-hand side and you're going to see Agara Compensation Plan. So if you click on that, then it takes you to the Agara Compensation Plan page. And this is where you can click on this graphic or just click right here to open up the compensation plan. So let's talk about the rank of Emerald. In order to hit the rank of Emerald, you need to personally enroll 3 who are Ruby, okay? 3 rubies. Now, if one of those is Emerald, okay, let's say one of them comes in with the Emerald pack, that counts too. Just has to be 3 people that are at least at the rank of Ruby, and that is the first requirement for you to become an Emerald yourself. Now, the next requirement is 10,000 in both left and right binary. So let's talk about that. So these are your personally enrolled. And when we look at personally enrolled, there's no limit. So everyone that you sponsor is considered your level 1. And those are all frontline to you in the unilevel, part of your enroller tree. There's no limit. That's also part of like the matching bonuses that we were talking about, where you get a percentage of the binary pay of all of your personally enrolled ambassadors. Those are all considered level 1 ambassadors, and you get a check match on all of those people because they were all referred by you. Now, when we're looking at the binary, you have your left side and your right side. Now, for pretty much everyone, the way that we build, everybody's team leg should always be on the left. Even if you're in someone's right leg, the team leg is always, if someone's here on the right, we always build down the left. And that is so that we're all on the same page, that the team leg is always the left side. So this should be your big leg, or what we call your team leg. And in order for you to move up to the rank of Emerald, you also, unless you purchase the Emerald pack, by the way, then you're instantly Emerald, but you would need to have 10,000 in volume in your left side, and you also need 10,000 in volume on your right. Now, the good thing about these numbers is on this side, all of that 10,000 can come from spillover, except for this number. You do need to have 2,000 from your personal team on both legs. So if you have the 10,000 in spillover on your left side, you yourself would need to be building your right leg. This is all you. You're going to build your right leg. You're going to set your placement setting in the back office to what we call Agara right. And that is going to allow for you to build this right leg, and it's going to put everyone down the left side of this person. All of these people, even though they're going down the left side, it's still part of your right leg. So the 10,000 here could come from spillover. The other 10,000 in your right leg is coming from you and the team that you are building in this right leg. Now, just to give you an example that it doesn't have to be that many people, if you had 8 people who come in with Emerald, that's 1,300 each. That is going to give you the 10,000. So 8 people doesn't have to be personally enrolled either, but you enroll someone who enrolls someone who enrolls someone. You have 8 total who do Emerald. You're going to have your 10,000 on your right leg. Now you also need, as you see here, 2,000 on both legs from personally enrolled. That means that you must have, even if you have this 10,000 from spillover, you still need 2,000 from personal enrollments on your left side. That could be as little as, basically 1 Emerald plus 1 Ruby. That gives you 2,000 in volume. So you could literally just sponsor 2 people on your left leg, 1 Emerald, 1 Ruby. That gives you your 2,000. You then need 8 Emeralds on your right leg, and that promotes you to the rank of Emerald with all of the requirements, okay? Or you could just purchase the Emerald pack, and then you don't have to do any of this, and it's going to instantly promote you to Emerald. Now, one question that people ask is, well, is it going to keep me at the rank of Emerald if I purchase the Emerald pack? The answer is for 2 months. So the month that you join, you then have 2 full months at the rank of Emerald. They will pay you at the rank of Emerald for 2 full calendar months, and then going into your 3rd month, you must meet the requirements that you see here. These requirements that we've laid out on this screen on exactly what you need to maintain your rank of Emerald. Because every rank in the comp plan, as with all companies, it is a monthly qualification to keep your rank and to get paid at those ranks. But when you join with Ruby or Emerald, they are going to instantly pay you at Ruby and Emerald immediately. So you're going to make a lot more in the comp plan, and they will pay you at those ranks for 2 full calendar months while you are building your organization to make sure that by the 3rd month, you will have the volume requirements you need to stay Emerald. Now, ideally, if you're building this with intention and you're building momentum, you're not just going to stay Emerald, you're going to promote up the ranks, just like this person did that we showed you. Within the very next week, they were able to promote up to the rank of Sapphire just by continuing to duplicate everything that we've talked about. And really, it just comes down to, do you want to build the business fast or slow? If you want to work your way up to the ranks, not only is that going to be the slow way, but it's also going to make you a lot less money until you get yourself promoted to Ruby and Emerald. If you want to build the fast way, then just give yourself permission to promote yourself immediately to Ruby or Emerald. I recommend Emerald if you can for obvious reasons. And then you just duplicate that. If you duplicate Ruby and Emerald with everyone on your team, that's going to be a ton of volume, a ton of cycles. Everyone's going to win. Everyone's going to rank up faster. And it's going to create a lot more success, not just for you, but everyone on your team as well. Where do you look in your back office to see exactly what you need to hit your next rank? This is where you go. At the top, where it says paid status, you're going to click on whatever the rank is that you see in your back office. And when that pulls up, you're going to see the different ranks here. And you're going to click on the rank that you are looking to achieve. So in this case, you can see last month, this person met all the requirements for the rank of Sapphire. And it actually tells you right here what all of those requirements are. Now, if we click on Diamond, that is going to show what this person needed to have been able to hit Diamond last month. And you can see here that these are the requirements that were already achieved. And over here, it's going to show you what you, if you're looking in your back office, what you still need to achieve that rank this month. Remember, every rank is based on a calendar month. So in this case, for this person to have hit Diamond last month, they had 1 personally enrolled Sapphire, but they needed 3, so 2 more. And they would have needed another roughly 3,000 in enroller volume in their left leg. Those would be the only 2 things they needed to go Diamond last month. And so you can click on the month, obviously choose the current month. You can then, in this drop down, choose the rank that you're looking to achieve. And it's going to give you a full breakdown over here of what you've already accomplished to achieve the rank. And over here, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to still achieve in order to officially hit that rank by the last day of the calendar month. Okay, so let's quickly show you how to upgrade your account to get instantly qualified to get paid as a Ruby or Emerald. All you're going to do is go into Shop in your back office, and you're going to look for the upgrade packages. So for example, if you joined with 1 bag and you want to upgrade to Ruby, then you do not need to purchase the full Ruby pack, which is the $6.99. You can just pay the difference, which is $6.30. This will upgrade you to Ruby. If you joined with 2 bags, then you would just pay $5.70 and upgrade using this one. So this is saying you already ordered 2, you're just upgrading to 12 to Ruby. Same thing if you want to upgrade to Emerald, if you already ordered 1 bag, then you would simply choose the 1. Where is it? Here we go. 1 to 24. So instead of paying the full $1,300, it'll only be $1,230. And if you joined with 2 bags, then upgrade to Emerald would be here, $1,170. Keep in mind, if you joined with Ruby, then all you need is 1 more Ruby pack. So for example, if you joined with a 12X pack, you could just purchase 1 more 12X pack, and that upgrades you to Emerald. Now we also have some new packs, and this might change depending on when you're watching this video, but you can always go into shop and see what's available. You're gonna notice that we also have a 24 pack that comes with the matcha and the coffee packets. We also have, this is the Emerald pack, and this is the Ruby pack. Now, as of this recording, there is no upgrade to these packs. So if you joined with 1 or 2 bags and you wanted to upgrade to Emerald, then you would have to purchase the full 24X. If you joined with 1 or 2 bags and you want to upgrade to Ruby with one of these packs, you'd have to purchase the full 12X pack. And that would upgrade you to Ruby. This will upgrade you to Emerald. You can also click on these. It'll open up a little chart here and show you that you're getting 6 of the Agara bags that come with sticks. You're also going to get 6 bags that come with the matcha sticks. Keep in mind, again, at the time of this recording, these are in pre-order. So these matcha will be shipped separately from the other products. Now, by the end of March, these will no longer be pre-order and they will all be shipped together with the other products. Now, something really important about upgrading as well is that the volume that you purchased from your enrollment month, that volume can also count your next month for your upgrade. For example, let's say that you enrolled in February. So just, replace February with the month that you enrolled. But the month you enrolled, let's say it was February, and you enrolled with 2 bags of coffee. Well, now it's March. Guess what? March is still considered your first month because the month you enrolled is not actually your first month. It's the next whole month. So it basically says that your first full month is your first month, and whatever you purchased during the partial month, the month that you joined, can also carry over into the next full month. So for example, you joined with 2 bags in February, and now we're in March. You essentially could do the 2X to 24 in March, and this will upgrade you to Emerald. If you enrolled with 2 bags in February and you purchase the 2X to 24 in March, this will upgrade you to Ruby. So this is a huge opportunity that most companies do not allow, where it's essentially letting your volume from the month you joined to carry over into your first full month, and it will still count towards your rank advancement. Same would apply here. If you joined in February with 1 bag and now we're in March, all you need to do is purchase this one, and that will upgrade you to Emerald. If you joined with 1 bag in February and you want to upgrade to Ruby in March, you could just purchase this one. This will upgrade you to Ruby. So very cool that the company does that. Definitely take advantage of this opportunity. If you are currently watching this and you are in the month you joined, or you are in your first full month, which would be the month after you joined, you can still do the upgrade to Ruby or Emerald and unlock much bigger commissions in the compensation plan. So don't leave money on the table. Get upgraded. You'll be glad you did. Now, I do want to just quickly talk about the Infinity coded part of the comp plan. I'm not going to get into explaining this because I'm still trying to figure it all out myself. One of the beautiful things about how we get paid is you don't have to understand all of it. So please don't think you have to understand how all this works. Just know that it is going to pay you a lot more money when you are Infinity coded. That's all that matters. They're still going to pay you even if you don't understand how it works. That's what's cool. So in order to get Infinity coded for 777, you need to have personally enrolled 3 people. You see here 3 people with the Ruby pack, and you yourself purchasing the Ruby or Emerald pack. And you've enrolled 3 people with at least Ruby. Now, this could be a Ruby, this could be Ruby, this could be an Emerald. And that would still qualify you for the 777 Infinity coded. You want to do this as fast as possible. Otherwise, once again, you are going to be, just leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, to maximize your infinity coded commissions, you want to get what's called 12-12-12 infinity coded. And that means that you yourself are at Emerald, and you've purchased an Emerald pack that gives you the 1200. So as an Emerald, you would have to personally enroll 3 Emeralds. Now, here's the beautiful thing that you have to understand about this. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't have to be in order or in the same month, in the same calendar month. It doesn't matter what legs they're in. It's just 3 personally enrolled Emeralds. When you have 3 personally enrolled Emeralds, you are now infinity coded for 12-12-12. And guess what? You maintain this qualification for life. You do not have to do this every month. Once you have enrolled 3, no matter how long it takes, you are 12-12-12 infinity coded for life. This is going to pay you a lot more money. You definitely want to be in a race to get this done as fast as you can. Okay, so if you have any questions about anything we've covered in this video, I would recommend a couple things. One, you can drop a comment on this video right on YouTube. You can also shoot a message directly to your sponsor or upline leader. And of course, you can also reach out to corporate directly. You'll see here in the back office, down here at the bottom, you can click on this little chat icon, and that will open up the support chat window. I highly recommend that you become familiar with this. You can connect with corporate directly and ask questions anytime. Thanks for watching. If you got some value, drop a like, drop a comment, and be sure to subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we put out new videos for you to help you grow your Agara business.